Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy Johan Banks, and today's gonna be a quick video. I'm just gonna go over the strategy that made me $300 while I was sleeping, and I'm gonna show you proof of the trade that I took last night and why I took it. So let's jump straight into it. In the meantime, let's put a camera right here so you guys can have the best view ever. And before this video ends, I'm gonna show you my free Telegram group chat where you can join right after you finish this video. I send daily content, free content that you might like, that might be useful for you if you're a Forex trader or you would like to get into Forex market. Basically, from beginners to pros to mids, anyone who does Forex, this content will be very helpful for you if you join. The link is going to be in the description of the video. And let's jump straight into it. Oh, by the way, I forgot to say, this strategy, I have worked on it for the longest time. So please, if you're gonna watch this video, pay attention to it. So let's jump straight into it. All right, guys. So as you guys can see here, we got GBP USD. Just give me a second while I adjust the mouse real quick. So GBP USD. So you guys can see over here, I took a long in the 4 hour. And why did I took this long? So let's go by the first. Damn it, I'm sorry. So let's go by the first step. What did I saw in the market that made me take this trade? As you guys can see here, um, we were been in a low key low trend. I would like to call it better in a downtrend. I said low trend. Oh my god, I don't know what I was thinking about. Anyways, in a downtrend. So you guys can see in the daily we're in a let's call it a downtrend. You guys can see here, right? We're in a nice downtrend here in the daily. We had a down channel. So we work it out to a 4 hour time frame. As you guys can see, we had this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Let's go back to the daily. We got this beautiful zone right here that we found support twice. Right here. And we look to the left, we had support right here. But anyways, let's focus on the recent price action. So you guys can see we found support here and then we also found support here. So I was in the markets and I was like, okay, so we did broke up down here. So I'm gonna see if we can respect this third tap, a fourth tap. We tapped like 5, 6, 7 times in the daily and we couldn't break. So we go to the 4 hour time frame, right? I saw that the market was breaking structure, so this support was not valid anymore. Once we broke into it, we started to get into new zones that we started to look out in the 1 hour, basically because that was my entry in the 1 hour, and we find new structure in the 1 hour. So in the 4 hour, as you guys can see here, since we were in this down channel, right? You guys can see here, or in previous areas where the market was respecting. You guys can see we go to a line chart where you can see the most areas where the price used to be at. Right here and right here. Well, basically this was recent right now. But if you guys look to the left in the 1 hour, you can see the price did bounce many times. Bounce once, twice, 3, 4, 5 times, 6 times. So I was like, okay, this area looks pretty valid for me to take a trade if we respect it. So that's what we did. As you guys can see, I had confluence many things. I just don't take a trade because we broke this one and we retested it. So I used the 96 and the 48 EMA. As you guys can see here, the 48 EMA had just crossed, so we're holding EMA in the 1 hour, which we did not break. So we're holding. We're still bullish once we crossed. We go to a 4 hour, and we had these EMAs about to cross. So basically, when I took the trade, we were about to cross, which is super valid for me because in the 1 hour we had recently crossed, and in the 30 minute, as you guys can see, we were holding it. So the moment we broke, we respected the support, which used to be resistance, right? And then we broke back again. Once we broke, that's where I took my entry in the 1 hour candles, which it was in confluence with the 4 hour breaking the previous high. So you guys can see we made a new high, we came back down, we respected the zone. As you guys can see, we tapped many times. As you can see here, this wick literally tapped it and rejected, and we came down. We broke. We came back down, and we respected the area. And when we closed with a bullish candle, so I was looking for some type of pattern, like a engulfing candle, that will give me a confirmation for this trade to continue to go up. Also, I had in confluence besides the breaking retest, the EMA's holding my beautiful fibs. What is this? My Fibonacci strategy, where I use it as a breakout in confluence. Like I'm saying, I'm sorry. I use Fibonacci's in confluence with a breaking retest and change of trends. Here we're in a downtrend. As you guys can see, we're making new higher highs. As you guys can see here, we made a high over here, higher low, high over here. So if you guys don't know what that is, it's basically when the market, if it's in a downtrend, we're making lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. Now, if we're looking for an uptrend, we're breaking the trend, right? Instead of that, we want to see when we start breaking our previous lower highs. So this was our lower high. I'm sorry, I don't even know what I wrote there. Anyway, this was our previous lower high. Then if we break this lower high, right, then we need to retest. So here we just made a new high. Right here we just made a new high. So I saw that in the market, right? And then I went to the 1 hour. I was like, okay, so we did break out of this minor downtrend in the 1 hour, and then we're slowly coming back up. The moment we made a high over here, leaving this previous highs back down here, which is becoming our new support, I was like, okay, I'm looking for longs now. So what do I need? I need a retest to 136,668, which is this support area, which is we're pretty holding, which basically 136,600, which is a psychological level. I'm sorry, psychological level. So we're pretty holding so far. And when I pulled the fibs in the 4 hour, right, my overall target could have been right here, which is the 27 negative 27%, right? And have in mind, this was a super tight stop loss. When I'm telling you tight, it was tight just because since we had tapped into the strong resistance right here, right? I was like, maybe this is just a tap and we're gonna melt. But since I saw my confirmation, I would take this trade any day, and I took it. But having in mind that if we broke these lows, there was no point of holding anymore because there's a high chance that this trade was not gonna be valid anymore. So why have a bigger stop loss? Well, if we're gonna break down this area, there's no point of keep holding it because we're just gonna melt. So we're saving us some profit there, some money. So super tight stop loss was like a 10 pip stop loss, right? And my target could have been also the three irrespective point 382. Pretty strong level in the Fibonacci. As you guys can see, you guys can backtest this. Every time the fib respects 382, it goes to most likely 99%, it goes to negative 27% in the fibs. So overall, my target was down, I'm sorry, up here, which it was pretty accurate, so we can make new highs, retest over here, and continue to go up. But since I saw the strong resistance that we have respected many times, which we tapped back here, we left a pretty big wick down there. I was like, okay, so we might tap, but we might not break. So let's be smart. Let's just pour OTP right at the wick. And guess what happened? It hit it. It did respected it for a moment. In the lower time frame, as you guys can see, it respected over here. Then volume came in again. And we broke it. But so far, which is a pretty good trade, for me, I believe it was a 1 to 5 risk reward. And it's pretty good because it's basically risking $1 to make 5, $100 to make 500, $1,000 to make 5,000. You do your math. Pretty nice risk reward. And I'm gonna show you guys the trade. I'm gonna show you guys the trade that I took, which made me about $280, which is pretty good in one single trade. Perfect. I took this trade late Asian. I went to sleep, woke up to TP. Beautiful strategy that works in any pair. As you guys can see, no drawdown at all. As you guys can see, we was in profit. We can retest this entry right here. Oh, have in mind, Of course, I did not see this because I was sleeping, but when I took my entry, there was no pattern. But if you guys can see, look what we did here. An inverse head and shoulders. So more confirmation to hold this trade in case you were tracking it. I did not track it because I went to sleep and I let it run. But if you were looking at it and then you were around half the profits and you would have seen this beautiful pattern, it would have given you more confluence to hold the trade to the final target. So basically, I had many confluences, many reasons why I would take this trade. So let's go over it real quick again. We're in this down channel, right? And in the daily, as you guys can see, we did broke this previous support, right? And then we were expecting to respect it to continue down, which we broke. So now it becomes, I mean, I'm sorry. This used to be support, then became resistance. Now we were expecting to respect it, but it never did. So once we broke, it becomes support again. We never came back down, but in the 4 hour time frame, right? We see that we had another level of resistance. So we were expecting to break that level. So once we broke, I was like, okay, now we're looking for a retest to continue to go long. Since we made a new higher high. Well, what do we do? We waited for the retest in the 1 hour. We respected it. Once we broke the high in the 4 hour, I was looking for this type of pattern, right? And an engulfing bullish candle, which we broke the high, respected the low, never broke the low. We got our fibs. We looked for what level it respected. It respected 382, or targets with our previous highs, just suspecting at least to tap it, not to break it. Beautiful played out. Overall targets were at negative 27. I did not hold the trade till there, just because I want to be more careful because of this area right here, as you guys can see. We respected over here, respected, and so on. So basically, we had marker structure break. So one confluence, fibs, second confluence, right? EMAs, three confluence. That's what three confluences. That's what we took this trade. And I forgot to mention that. Well, I did mention it when I was explaining this trade earlier on, right? We did hold this trade. We had crossed in the 1 hour. The 4 hour was about to cross, and so far so good. Well, let me show you guys the trade just real quick so I can end this video. So you guys can see right here, this was the trade that I took. I used a 0.25 lots. It was, let's say it was one position. I just had two positions open in case I wanted to secure some profits and leave the rest running, which I did not. One did hit TP and the other one I closed a little earlier just to secure some profits. But you guys can see $278 in one single trade, basically $280. I'm gonna clickbait this video and I'm gonna put $300, but it's okay, guys. You know, it's only $20 away, $300. Anyways, if you guys want to join my Telegram group chat, which I'm about to show you guys, this is my Telegram group chat right here. As you guys can see here, I did send out this trade, as you guys can see here, before it played out. Trade of tonight, simple text setup, tight stop loss, big risk to reward. Only reason I'm taking this because breaking retest of the structure. Price bounced it twice in a respect zone. Target right at our previous highs. In case we don't make new highs, at least we can do a wick fill in our daily candles. I'll keep you updated on how this trade plays out. This is not going to be a daily thing, but I'll be sending free content more often. As you guys can see, I forgot to mention that we did have clean traffic in the 4 hour, at least to 137, 162, which it was our first target. When it started to play out, I took a screenshot of it just to keep track of it. And when it hit TP, literally hit TP, my alarm sounded, closed the trades, it stopped me out. Beautiful, $278. Like I said, I'm gonna clickbait it. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Right? And then just as my intro video, as you guys want to join, free content every day, and I'm gonna be sending out. Link is in the description. I hope you guys liked the video. Please leave a like, subscribe, share it with your friends. I'm trying to grow as a YouTuber, as a trader, as everything I can. So thank you guys, and see you guys in the next one.